Jason Statham just released another action movie. I wonder if it's going to be original. I wonder if it's going to be something we've never seen before. Or is it going to be the exact same role Jason Statham has played over the last decade? A serial killer slash bodyguard slash protector slash antagonist who has to go up and save the day. That's basically this entire movie. It's Die Hard on a ship, or just a typical action film that we've seen before, but this time it's on a cargo ship, something we've never seen before. You can predict this movie as it's happening. All right, you know exactly what this movie is and the plot points, the beats, everything as you're watching it. And that's the problem with Mutiny, is you know exactly what's going to happen from beginning to end. You can basically predict it. And it's not a world that's interesting or intriguing. They don't necessarily develop the main antagonist of the film from beginning to end. You know exactly what's going to happen, and you know the feeling. And the audiences who show up to these movies know what they're going to get, right? You know you're going to get a fun action film. You're not going to get anything that'll challenge you. You're not going to get anything that's interesting. And Jason Statham's going to play the same character he's played over the last 20 years of his career since The Transporter. I think what modern people don't understand about action films is you have to be able to balance tensions, drama, relationships, and comedy all into one to make a really special action film. If you look at movies like Die Hard, the success of that film was really attributed to a smart storytelling and building tension with a great villain and being able to juggle all these elements to make an incredible action film. You see these throughout a lot of films that are successful. The John Wick films builds a universe that people want to see and continue to come back to. The Taken films, Liam Neeson built a story and what the character's motivation was from the beginning. A man trying to save his daughter, willing to do whatever it takes to get to his daughter back home. This film has none of that. You don't see why Cole Reed is doing the things he's doing. There's not a world that you're necessarily intrigued in, and you don't have authentic characters that can play off of Cole Reed. It's just a film where, like, hey, we have an action film that you want to see. Let's just make it on a cargo ship. You know, there's nothing there that's going to keep audiences wanting more. And that's something that's sort of the major flaw of this film. But it's not necessarily all bad. There are great action sequences at the very end. You do have likable cast members like Annabelle Wallis, and she's kind of the heartwarming story. And it does have an interesting ending. You know, I did like the final sequence where he kind of gets the revenge that he was looking for. And I guess that was the main theme of the film, which is revenge and justice. See the pitch for this film. It's a movie that's an action film set on a cargo ship. But you can kind of see that they didn't really have a story. They wanted to have cool action sequences, cool fight sequences on a cool cargo ship. But they were like, how do we make a story into that? So they kind of took the easiest path you can possibly imagine. He's a bodyguard, he gets framed, he somehow ends up on the cargo ship. And you can feel that in the story. This film is so formulaic. You know exactly what's going to happen one scene after another. You know who the bad guys is, you know who the good guys is. You don't have really any motivation. It's the same bland, cheesy action film that we've seen from Jason Statham over the last 20 years. This could have been a really, really good film if they took the time and tried to do something unique and original. But they chose to take the easy path. They cared more about action sequences than character development. And that's what you see when you watch this film, is like in a lot of Jason Statham films, action is more important than storytelling. And again, audiences, you get what you pay for. A lot of audiences who watch these movies know what they're gonna watch. They just wanna watch a fun action film that's cheesy and has bad writing. Then that's for you. Not everyone wants to watch sort of the high-end fancy art films. I get it. This is a great movie you want to watch on streaming if you're bored and you just want to watch a fun action movie. Jason Statham has built an audience over the last 20 years with the Transporter films and Fast and the Furious. And some people like these type of movies, and that's why they keep on making them over and over again. But for me, I wanted something original. I wanted Jason Statham to play more towards his comedy side, which is something he's done in the past. It's actually proven for success. This movie is just straight drama, straight nonsense that we've seen over the last 20 years. But if you like these type of films, then you're probably going to enjoy this film as well. It's not all bad. There are certain action sequences that I did enjoy. I did like the fact that we got to have a great ending. The action sequence at the very end is probably the best part. It does live up to the hype. Statham's movies know how to have a really strong ending, particularly the action sequences. It's really fun and intriguing. There are some supporting of the film where she has a daughter that she's trying to get back to. They don't really go that into that character, but it's and another aspect of the film that I think the best part is that it's a short film. They get you in and out real quick. It's an hour and 35 minutes. They don't drag out the story unnecessarily. But you know, if it's gonna be a bad movie, at least make it 90 minutes, and that's what they did with this film.